because being the cheapest is not a good strategy. When you're not the cheapest, how do you communicate your value in a way that makes the price difference make sense? How have you been able to accomplish that?
So, I mean, just asking those initial questions, before you ever even get up on the roof or anything, I mean, finding out like, hey, is this your forever home? Oh, it is. Great. Or are you ever planning on adding solar? Finding out like what their plan is for the home, right? That kind of gives us an avenue to take. We have multiple different shingle options and things. We have multiple different ways that we can lay down underlayment and things that all meet Florida building code and things down here. And just finding out like what is most important to them before we ever even like get up on that roof. In addition, I mean, we walk around the perimeter of the property with the homeowner. We point out some things that we can actually see from ground level. And then we do our inspections. We get up into the attic. We take a look at the ventilation. We take a look at potential issues around like some of the critical spots of the roof. We take note of any kind of damage. And like after we're down, get our we get our proposals put together, our quotes put together, and then we go over everything with them. We show them the photos first, we show them their problems, and then we show them the solutions on how they can actually resolve those problems by hiring us, right? And a lot of people don't take the time to really go into that. They go into like talking about why the shingle that they install is the absolute best ever, right? I can basically derail any of those conversations that people had in their minds because like end of the day, like I'm not somebody that really thinks that manufacturer warranties are really going to mean a lick of anything end of the day. So that's why I offer multiple different manufacturers products. And I don't want them being just lumped into like having one option to choose from. I want to offer them differing options for, whatever it is that's actually going to best suit their needs. So, a big thing that makes us a bit different than how some other people around here do it is when they call us for an inspection, we are delivering a quote to them same day during the appointment, all within a 1 hour window. And a lot of people will email those off or they'll write it down on a piece of paper and they'll hand it to them. But giving it to them while you're there and actually going over like all the different options right in front of them, it means a world of difference to our success in closing these people. Like now, a lot of it doesn't happen like right on the spot. We don't do like 1 day closes. We're not like high pressure sales guys or anything like that. But we give them a heck of a lot to think about if they're not deciding to work with us, that day. And any contractor that's going to come after us is going to have some really, really big shoes to fill.
Love that. Do you know what your close rate is right now?
Mine or my team's?
Your whole company.
We hover just under 50% right now.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's awesome.
Super strong.
Now, let me kind of provide some clarity to that because like we have a lot of leads that come through that don't actually substantiate into an actual appointment.
Sure.
I'm only looking at our actual like appointments where we actually get out in front of somebody and meet them in person. Now, I also send out, remote estimates and things that, sometimes you're dealing with realtors or you're dealing with like home investors or flippers and things. And like, I don't want my time wasted with anything like that. I don't want my reps' time wasted with anything like that. So factoring those out and actually factoring in just the ones where we actually get out and meet with a homeowner, we're hovering between 45 and 50% on average.
Nice.
That's incredible. That's a really
But now the source of the lead also, that can also play a factor in our overall close rate and things as well. So like our organic leads and things, people that actually seek us out and or come to us as a referral, like our close rate with those are going to be way higher. But factoring in other marketing efforts like Facebook and things, like we might need to meet up with 4 of them before we get one of them closed, right?
Sure.
But overall, it all balances out. And we have a really, really good ROI on all the marketing efforts that we're actually kicking out. So
nice.
Awesome. What have you found to be the most effective marketing? Like what's the one that, if you had an extra $50,000 just to spend on marketing, where would you put it?
Man. So the only things that I actually invest in right now are local service ads and on Google and Facebook and Instagram. Instagram's more of a brand awareness sort of thing than it is like an actual like lead campaign. But Facebook, I hired a marketing manager that's been doing an exceptionally good job for us. He's gotten our overall cost a lead down to under $100, which, end of the day, like that's substantial compared to like where I had been with other avenues like pay-per-click and things. So to answer that question, I would basically divide that between local service ads and more Facebook advertising.
Yeah, that makes sense. Have you been able to get those Facebook leads funneled directly into Proline?
Yeah.
Speaks lead?
And the beautiful thing about that is, I had tried social media advertising in the past with a different CRM. And then I switched over to Go High Level because like our speed to lead, like our reaction time with just really hammering those, like the moment they come in, it was not where we really needed it to be. But with Proline and the way that I have everything set up there, the moment that we get their contact information, man, they are just, getting a text immediately. And that is like, that has been so huge for us. Even when we can't pick up the phone and call them within the first couple of minutes, like just having that text in front of them. And then whenever we do get around to actually making that phone call, like they already know who's calling them. They already know who we're with.